my colleagues on the dais, my friends from the press. In the Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways, we had undertaken this campaign across all our organizations with the guidance of the Honorable Minister, Sri Saravanan Sonowalji. As a result of the active guidance we got from the Honorable Ministers and the Department of Administrative Reforms, we were able to weed out more than 70,000 odd files, which resulted in clearance of 24,000 square feet of space. And the garbage that was collected got us a revenue of about 14 crores, more than 14 crores. Now, this was unique for our ports in the sense that this was adding to their business in terms of getting more space created for movement of vessels, for keeping of cargo. So it was essentially a campaign which helped them in their business. Each of our ports adopted a whole lot of best practices. For example, at Mangalore Port, they put up a vermiculture plant. Otherwise, the waste which used to be generated in the port premises had to be taken to the municipal waste ground, which was a daily expenditure for the port. By having this plant commissioned, they are now generating revenue. And this is a big change which has happened, and the compost is now used for gardening in the port itself. Similarly, the big thing which earlier was shown by Mr. Srinivas was this derelict vessel which was there in the Calcutta port dock system. It was to be scrapped, and the scrap value would have been just a few lakhs. That is the usual course these old vessels go into. There, the Calcutta port authorities took a remarkable decision of converting it, of restoring this as a heritage museum cruise vessel, where there's a museum which is now in place, and there is a restaurant which is on the upper deck. Now, this is a piece which was created by converting a waste into wealth. And this is a landmark vessel which is now, which was tested during the campaign period, and I'm sure is going to be adding to the skyline of the Calcutta Port Trust. The other ports also did a good job. The Tuticorin port, Chidambaram port in Tuticorin, there's an arid area, and there, as part of the campaign, the area which they cleared of garbage and other things, parallelly they went in for massive plantation. And in one go, they planted about 10,000 odd saplings. And with the winter monsoon coming to Tamil Nadu in this part of the year, hopefully these saplings would all help convert the port into greener areas. The area which was recovered because of the campaign, as I mentioned, 16 odd acres, now has the plantation there, and hopefully the port will turn green the days to come. Parallelly, converting the port areas with the LED lighting system would help conserve energy. So the campaign helped the ports to further their business cause. Derelict vessels, which otherwise were lying abandoned, during the campaign period were all bought inventorized and efforts made to dispose them off. In Paradip port, you have a perpetual problem of drinking water. Therefore, they went in for 100% sewage recycling. They have been able to commission 3 of these sewage recycling plants, totaling 6.5 MLD capacity. And the entire port's drinking water requirements now comes from the sewage recycling plant. Being on the shore, the drinking water is a problem in some of these locations, and therefore this initiative is again converting the waste into wealth. So this has triggered a new kind of a thinking, a new kind of a vision, and
Paradip Port under Ministry of Port.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ranjan.